For this video I'm going to be wearing this cap because it's from a metal festival I went to in 2016. Normally I was going last year and this year, but it got cancelled because of COVID. So yeah, we're just going to wear this as a memory. Now I don't know if I look like a tool or if I look like a truck driver. Yeah, I'm not going to shoot the video like this, but I just wanted to show you that the combination of the sweater, the cap, made me look like a truck driver. Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for checking out yet another video. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. This video is going to be the second video in my Get to Know Me series, where I talk a little bit about myself, so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. So guys, before we start the video, I also want to say that I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday and Thursday from 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. CET, but also on Saturday from 11 p.m. until 1 a.m. normally. But as I said, link is in the description down below. And without further ado, we're now going to talk a little bit about my high school experience. The reason that I'm making this video is because I know that a lot of you guys are still in high school right now. And, you know, I just wanted to tell you guys how I experienced high school. You know, maybe you can relate a little bit. Maybe this video can help you a little bit. But, you know, maybe you have some questions about it. So if you have questions about my high school experience that I didn't mention in this video, leave a comment down below and I'm going to answer it for you. But yeah, first of all, I'm going to start with the facts. So my high school experience started in the year 2008. 13 years ago. Damn, I feel old. Fuck. But yeah, so I started attending high school in my hometown, and you could only follow high school there for the first 4 years, because they just provided the first 4 years. The last 2 years of high school you had to go to surrounding cities. So I started in general education. That was just a lot of theory for my first and second year. Then after my second year I changed because you had to choose actually. So the first 2 years are general and then you need to specify a little bit. You could choose science, economics, you could choose a lot of things. I'm not going to name them all because otherwise the video would take over an hour. But I chose economics with a specification on languages. So, you know, I had a little bit more language, like French, English. Did that for 2 years, and then I had to change schools, but I also changed my study direction. I didn't do economics anymore because, in all honesty, I hated it. I'm very bad with numbers, and that's why I actually chose human sciences, which is very interesting. You know, it was with cultural sciences and behavioral sciences. Very, very interesting stuff. More interesting than economics, I thought. So that's why I was like, okay, yeah, fuck it. I'm not going to do economics anymore. I'm just going to do human sciences because that's what interests me. That was very interesting. The teacher who explained it, because, you know, when you make a choice, you need to attend a few seminars where they explain what they do and stuff. And that teacher was a teacher of behavioral sciences and cultural sciences in the 5th year of that specific school that I was going to go to. And he explained it with such passion, and I was so intrigued and interested by it that I was like, fuck economics, I'm going to do that. So did that for 2 years. And then in 2014, I graduated. Man, saying these years make me feel very fucking old. God damn, 7 years ago. What? So yeah, those, you know, that's a little bit my journey in high school. So I made a few changes in study direction, but also in school. So I had to go to another school. And that's the other topic that I want to, you know, talk a little bit about. And that's change. In your high school experience, you encounter a lot of change. You know, your body changes, but I'm not going to go too deep into that because I'm not a biology teacher, and again the video would be very fucking long if I did. But you know, you change schools, you change classes, you change study directions, so you need to adapt to that change a little bit. And let me tell you, as a person, I'm not that good with change. Like now I'm better with it. I can handle it better than I could when I was younger. Like when I went from elementary school to high school, I was very frightened because I had no idea how things were going to go there. Like how, you know, when do I need to change classes? What's the teacher going to be like? Am I going to be with friends in my class? Or, you know, because since it was in my hometown, a lot of my friends went to the same high school as me. So I was just wondering, are all my friends going to be in my class? Am I going to be in a class with new people? So, you know, I was like freaking out a little bit. But, you know, guys, I was lucky. A few of my friends from elementary school were in my class as well in high school. So, you know, it made me feel more comfortable. And I think that they really helped me, you know, adapting to the new way of life, I want to say, like, or the way of, you know, the new school life. I don't know how to pronounce, I don't know how to explain this, guys, but, you know, it helped me that my friends were there. And then, you know, same thing again, when I had to go to another school for my final 2 years of high school, a few of my friends also, you know, came with me to the same school, and I was very lucky. Some of them were in my class again. So, I had something familiar in a new environment, and I really think, for me personally, that's very important. I do want to say that when I changed schools, I was a bit older. I was able to adapt a bit better. I felt more comfortable in the new environment. That's what I want to say. Like in the beginning, when I was very young, I needed, strict guidelines, and I had to know in advance what was going to happen and stuff like that. But, when I grew older, I could adapt a little bit more. I was a bit more flexible. I wasn't that strict anymore. But, having some friends come to the same high school for the final 2 years and being in my class again, it was a relief, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to go there, and if I, for example, had to start from zero, if I knew nobody there, then I'm not quite sure how, I would have handled it. I think I would have handled it pretty fine, I guess. But, I was just lucky. Another huge change then after high school was obviously choosing a college and going to college as well. But I'm not gonna go over that right now. That's gonna be for another video. So, keep your eye out for that. Overall, guys, I think it's safe to say that I had a good high school experience, and I can look back on it with joy. And sometimes I wish I was back in high school. Maybe it sounds silly, but sometimes I really wish that I was back on in school, learning new things and stuff like that, and being around my friends a bit more. But yeah, life. You grow up, high school ends, and you move on. But before I end the video, guys, I just want to say that a few things in high school actually, have influenced me in a way that I didn't think was possible, at the time. Like, in high school, you think like, okay, it's just a phase in life, whatever. But actually, high school has a way bigger influence on your life than you could imagine sometimes. Like, for example, the friends that you make are very defining. You have experiences with them. You interact with them, and they are going to be a big part of your life as well. So the friends that you make in high school, cherish them, because you have no idea in what way they can impact your life. And something else that actually has a pretty big impact on your life, or like for me personally though, were my teachers. More specifically, my 3rd grade history teacher, my 6th grade history teacher, and my 5th grade cultural and behavioral sciences teacher. Those 3 had such an impact on me that I actually decided to become a teacher myself. But more about that in the college video that I'm gonna make. Because and that was the case actually with a lot of my peers. That's something that I just want to say. When I was in college, and they were like, why do you want to become a teacher? A lot of people said I had such a fantastic teacher. He or she explained the material in such a way that I was very intrigued, and they made me love their subject, and I want to do that for people as well. So, my teachers also had a great influence on me. At the time, I was just like, oh yeah, this is actually a great teacher. But then when I had to choose what I was going to do in college, I just, made the click, and I was like, actually, I want to become a teacher. These 3 teachers that I just named were so passionate about their subject, and they were able to trigger me in a specific way that I was like, okay, I want to become a teacher as well. So at the time I was like, oh, it's just my teacher, or they're just my teacher. But then looking back on it, they actually had a pretty big influence on my life, because I chose a specific college education because of them. So they had a pretty big influence on me, if you ask me. Okay, but as I said, I'm gonna make another video about college, and then I'm gonna explain a bit more. And yeah, I think this is it actually. If you have any other questions about my high school experience, leave a comment down below, or drop by on stream, link in the description down below. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about high school. Oh, and also guys, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I hope I see you guys in the next video, or maybe in the next stream. Still bad with the ending, so it's just gonna be bye bye again. So bye bye.